You came home early. Maybe you forgot something. Maybe plans changed. Whatever the reason, you walked through that door earlier than expected. And there, in the hallway, or by the window, or curled on your bed, was your cat. But something was different. Their expression. Their posture. The way they looked at you, almost surprised. Almost caught, and in that moment, you realized something. Your cat has a whole life when you're not there. A secret existence that unfolds in your absence. They're not just sleeping all day. They're not just waiting passively. They're doing something. Something you were never meant to see. Have you ever wondered who your cat really is when you're gone? What do they do in those empty hours? What happens in your home when it's just them and the silence? Today, I'm going to tell you the one secret thing your cat does when you're not watching. And I promise you, once you know this, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. What if I told you that every single day? While you're at work, running errands, living your life, your cat is performing a ritual? A quiet, devoted act that reveals the true depth of their love for you? What if the very thing they do in your absence is the most profound expression of their attachment? This isn't about mischief. It's not about knocking things off counters or getting into places they shouldn't. This is about something deeper. Something that will break your heart open and make you understand just how much you mean to them. So let's uncover this beautiful secret together. Let's discover what your cat has been doing all along. Here's the truth. When you leave, your cat doesn't just move on with their day. They don't forget about you the moment the door closes. Instead, they do something extraordinary. They become the guardian of your space. The keeper of your world. The sentinel of your absence. Let me show you how this unfolds. Point 1. The waiting post. Within minutes of you leaving, your cat moves to a specific spot. Maybe it's by the front door. Maybe it's on the windowsill where they can see the driveway. Maybe it's at the top of the stairs where they have a view of the entrance. But wherever it is, it's strategic. It's purposeful. They settle there. Not to sleep. Not to play. But to watch. To wait. To keep vigil. And here's what breaks my heart. They do this every single day. Rain or shine. Whether you've been gone 5 minutes or 5 hours. They take their position like a soldier at their post. Like a lighthouse keeper watching for ships. Like someone who made a promise and intends to keep it. Their ears are forward. Their eyes are alert. Every sound outside gets their attention. A car passing. Footsteps on the sidewalk. A door closing somewhere down the street. Each time, their head lifts. Their body tenses slightly. Is that them? Are they coming back? This is not passive waiting. This is active hope. This is your cat refusing to fully settle until you return. Because in their heart, the world isn't complete without you in it. Point 2. The scent patrol. After some time at their post, your cat begins to move. But not randomly. They follow a specific path. Your path. They visit the places you spend time. The places that smell most like you. They jump onto your bed. Not to nap in the sunny spot. But to lie exactly where you sleep. Where your pillow holds your scent. Where the sheets still carry the warmth of your presence. They press their face into the fabric. They knead with their paws. They're surrounding themselves with you. Then they move to your closet. To your laundry basket. To that chair you always sit in. And at each stop, they do the same thing. They breathe you in. They rub against your things. They're not being destructive. They're being devotional, because here's what they're really doing. They're keeping your scent alive in their world. They're reminding themselves that you exist. That you're real. That you're coming back. Your scent is their comfort. Their anchor. Their proof that this absence is only temporary. And sometimes, if you have a security camera, you might catch this. Your cat lying on your clothes with their eyes half closed. Not sleeping. Just being. Just existing in the closest thing they have to your embrace. It's heartbreaking. And it's beautiful. Because they're not just missing you. They're actively maintaining their connection to you. Point 3. The listening watch. Throughout the day, your cat's ears never fully rest. Even when they finally settle into a nap, even when they seem completely relaxed, one ear remains tuned to the world outside. To the sounds of your potential return. They know your patterns. The sound of your car engine. Your footsteps. The specific way your keys jingle. The rhythm of your approach. And they're listening for it. Always listening. A neighbor's car pulls up, and their head lifts. Not you. They settle back down. Another set of footsteps on the sidewalk. Their ears swivel. Not your gait. Not your pace. They relax again, but not completely. This is hope in its most patient form. This is love that doesn't give up. Hour after hour, they listen. They wait. They believe that any moment now, you'll come back. And they want to be ready, because when they finally do hear you, when that familiar sound reaches their ears, something incredible happens. Their entire body changes. Alert. Excited. Purposeful. They move quickly to their greeting spot. Whether that's the door or the hallway or wherever they've decided to casually be when you walk in. But you need to understand something. That casual act? That's a performance. Because they've been anything but casual all day. They've been devoted. Vigilant. Constant. Point 4, the emotional routine. Here's something that might surprise you. Your cat creates rituals around your absence. Small routines that help them cope. That help them feel connected to you even when you're gone. Maybe they visit your bedroom at specific times during the day. Maybe they sit in your favorite chair at the hour you usually come home. Maybe they play with a toy you last touched. These aren't random acts. These are comfort behaviors. These are their way of maintaining the bond. Some cats even vocalize when you're gone. They meow in empty rooms, as if calling for you. As if their voice might somehow reach you wherever you are. And then they wait, listening for a response that won't come. Yet they're not just passing time. They're actively engaging with your absence. They're feeling it. Processing it. And in their own way, they're telling themselves a story. They always come back. They always do. This is just temporary. Your cat understands impermanence in a way we often forget. They know that everything changes. But they also know that you return. And that knowledge, that faith, sustains them. Point 5. The moment of return, and then, finally, they hear it. Your car. Your footsteps. Your key in the lock. This is the moment they've been waiting for. But here's where it gets interesting. By the time you open the door, your cat has composed themselves. They're stretched out on the couch, or grooming themselves, or looking out the window with apparent disinterest. They might glance at you. They might even walk away, as if to say, "Oh, you're back. I hardly noticed you were gone." But that's the performance. That's the act. Because 30 seconds before you walked in, they were alert, excited, ready. They heard you coming and they made a choice. A choice to appear unaffected. Because cats, in their dignity, don't always show the full extent of their feelings, but watch closely. Watch how they eventually approach. How they rub against your legs just a little more insistently than usual. How they follow you from room to room for the next hour. How they need to be near you, touching you, confirming that you're really back. That greeting, as casual as it seems, is the culmination of hours of waiting. Hours of guarding. Hours of hoping. And now that you're back, their world is complete again. Their vigil is over. Until tomorrow, when they'll do it all over again. Why this matters? This secret behavior reveals something profound about your cat. It shows you that their love isn't conditional. It isn't dependent on your presence. They love you even when you're not there. Especially when you're not there, they don't need you to entertain them or feed them in that moment to feel devoted to you. Their loyalty exists independently of what you're giving them right now. And that's rare. That's precious. Your cat chooses, every single day, to guard your space. To keep your memory alive through scent. To listen for your return. To maintain rituals that keep them connected to you. They're not obligated to do this. They're not trained to do it. They do it because their heart tells them to, and maybe that's the most beautiful thing about cats. Their love is quiet. Private. Often invisible. But it's there. It's always there. Even when you can't see it. Especially when you can't see it. So tonight, when you come home, pay attention. Notice where your cat is. Notice how they greet you. And know that for hours before that moment, they were thinking of you. Waiting for you. Keeping watch over your world until you return to it. You are not just their owner. You are their mission. Their purpose. The reason they station themselves by windows and doors. The reason they bury themselves in your scent. The reason they listen through the quiet hours, hopeful and patient. And when you leave tomorrow, when you close that door and go about your day, remember this: you are not leaving them behind. You are leaving them with a job. A sacred duty. To guard what matters. To wait for what's precious. To love what's worth loving. Your cat doesn't just tolerate your absence. They honor it. They fill it with devotion. And they do it all without you ever knowing. Until now. Have you ever caught your cat doing this? Have you come home early and seen them waiting by the door or curled up with your clothes? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear about your cat's secret vigil, and if this opened your eyes to something you never noticed before, consider subscribing. Because there's so much more happening in your cat's heart than we ever realize. And together, we can learn to see it all. Until next time, hug your cat a little tighter. And thank them for the love they give you, even when you're not there to receive it.